Hello, Stoic guys. What if I told you that 2,000 years ago, a slave named Epictetus discovered the ultimate anxiety cure? And it's not what you think. Here's the truth. You're not anxious because of what's happening to you. You're anxious because of what you're telling yourself about what's happening to you. The Stoics figured this out before modern psychology even existed. If this resonates with you, hit that subscribe button because we're about to dive deep into ancient wisdom that will revolutionize your daily mental state. Marcus Aurelius ruled the Roman Empire while battling his own anxiety. Seneca was one of the wealthiest men in Rome, yet struggled with worry. These weren't weak men, they were giants who discovered something profound. Anxiety is optional. Today, I'm giving you their exact daily blueprint, not theory, not philosophy, a practical, step-by-step plan you can start using immediately. Chapter 1. The Control Revelation. Your anxiety's biggest lie exposed. Here's what's creating 90% of your anxiety. You're trying to control things that aren't yours to control. The Stoics had a simple test. Is this up to me or not up to me? That's it. 2 categories. Everything in your life fits into one of these boxes. Your boss's mood, not up to you. Your response to their mood, completely up to you. The weather ruining your plans, not up to you. How you adapt to the change, entirely up to you. When you wake up anxious about a job interview, ask yourself, what part of this is actually up to me? You can't control if they hire you, but you can control your preparation, your attitude, and your effort. Epictetus said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This isn't positive thinking. This is reality. Daily practice. Every morning, write down 3 things you're worried about. Next to each one, write, "Up to me" or "Not up to me." Focus only on the "up to me" column. Chapter 2. The Morning Fortress. Building anxiety immunity before breakfast. The Stoics started each day by building mental armor. Here's Marcus Aurelius's exact morning routine adapted for modern life. The 10-minute Stoic morning. Minutes 1 to 3, negative visualization. Imagine losing something you value today. Your job, your health, a relationship. This isn't pessimism, it's preparation. When you mentally rehearse loss, actual problems feel manageable. Minutes 4 to 6, gratitude inventory. List 3 things you usually take for granted. Your ability to read this, clean water, a roof over your head. Anxiety shrinks when you remember what you already have. Minutes 7 to 10, day planning with obstacles. Plan your day, but also imagine what could go wrong. Traffic, difficult people, unexpected problems. When you expect obstacles, they become puzzles to solve, not disasters to endure. Marcus wrote, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly." Sounds negative? It's actually liberating. When you expect difficulty, you're never caught off guard. Chapter 3. The Dichotomy of Control in Action. Your Anxiety Elimination Framework. Every anxious thought can be defeated with this simple framework. Here's how to use it in real time. The Stoic method. Stop the anxious thought. Test, is this up to me or not up to me? Observe, what is in my control? Identify what my next action is. Commit to that action only. You're anxious about a presentation tomorrow. Apply Stoic. Stop. Notice the anxiety spiral starting. Test. Can I control how the audience reacts? No. Can I control my preparation? Yes. Observe. I can control my slides, my practice, my sleep tonight. Identify. I'll run through it 3 more times and get to bed early. Commit. Focus only on preparation, not outcomes. This framework transforms anxiety from a paralyzing emotion into productive action. Chapter 4. The Evening Review. your daily anxiety audit. Seneca ended each day by examining his thoughts and actions. This isn't self-criticism, it's self-improvement. The 5-minute evening audit. Question 1. What did I worry about today that was outside my control? Question 2. How did I respond to obstacles? Question 3. What did I handle well? Question 4. What can I improve tomorrow? Question 5. What am I grateful for from today? This practice does 2 things. It shows you that most of your worries never materialized, and it builds confidence in your ability to handle whatever does happen. Seneca wrote, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Each evening review ends the day's anxiety and begins tomorrow's wisdom." Chapter 5. The Obstacle Transformation. Why problems are actually gifts. The Stoics had a radical idea. Obstacles aren't blocking your path, they are your path. This mindset shift eliminates anxiety about challenges. Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Your anxiety about public speaking? That's your path to confidence. Your worry about a difficult conversation? That's your path to better relationships. Your fear of failure? That's your path to resilience. The obstacle practice. When anxiety hits, ask, how is this obstacle actually helping me grow? Then find 3 specific ways this challenge is making you stronger. Lost your job? It's forcing you to discover new opportunities. Relationship problems? They're teaching you better communication. Health scare? It's reminding you to prioritize what matters. This isn't toxic positivity. It's practical wisdom. Every obstacle contains the seeds of growth if you know how to look. Chapter 6. The Virtue Focus. Anxiety's Kryptonite Revealed. Here's what the Stoics discovered. When you focus on being virtuous, anxiety disappears. Why? Because virtue is always within your control. The 4 Stoic virtues are your anxiety antidotes. Wisdom, seeing situations clearly, not through the lens of fear. Justice, treating others fairly even when anxious. Courage, acting despite fear, not without it. Temperance, maintaining balance in your responses. Instead of asking, what if this goes wrong, ask, how can I respond with virtue? Anxious about a conflict with your partner? Focus on justice, listening fairly and speaking truthfully. Worried about a work deadline? Focus on temperance, working steadily without panic. When your goal is virtue, you always succeed regardless of external outcomes. Chapter 7. The Death Meditation, Your Ultimate Anxiety Cure. This sounds morbid, but it's actually liberating. The Stoics regularly contemplated death, not to be depressed, but to gain perspective. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It is not death that a man should fear, but never beginning to live." When you remember that your time is limited, most anxieties reveal themselves as trivial. Will this matter in 10 years? In 1 year? Often, not even in 1 week. The perspective practice. When anxiety strikes, ask, if I had 1 year to live, would this worry matter? Usually the answer is no. This isn't about ignoring real problems, it's about right-sizing them. Your boss's criticism stings less when you remember you won't even work there forever. Social embarrassment fades when you realize most people are too busy with their own lives to remember your mistake. Death meditation isn't about being morbid, it's about being free. Chapter 8. The Present Moment Anchor, where anxiety can't survive. Anxiety lives in 2 places, the past, regret, and the future, worry. It cannot survive in the present moment. The Stoics knew this. Marcus wrote, "Confine yourself to the present," not because the future doesn't matter, but because the present is where your power lives. The present moment practice. When anxiety spirals, engage your senses. What do you see right now? What do you hear? What do you feel physically? What do you smell? This isn't meditation, it's reality. Anxiety is always about something that isn't happening right now. The present moment is your refuge. Chapter 9. The Community of Sages. You're not alone in this. The Stoics weren't isolated philosophers. They were a community. Seneca wrote letters to friends. Marcus had mentors. Epictetus taught students. Anxiety thrives in isolation. It tells you you're the only one struggling, that everyone else has it figured out. This is a lie. The community practice: find others who value growth over comfort. Share your struggles. Learn from their wisdom. The Stoics called this the community of sages, people committed to wisdom and virtue. This doesn't mean complaining together. It means supporting each other's growth, sharing practical wisdom, and reminding each other of what truly matters. Chapter 10. Your Daily Stoic Blueprint. Making this your new normal. Knowledge without practice is just entertainment. Here's your complete daily plan. Morning, 10 minutes. Negative visualization, 3 minutes. Gratitude inventory, 3 minutes. Day planning with obstacles, 4 minutes. Throughout the day, use the Stoic method for anxious thoughts. Focus on virtue in challenging moments. Ask, "Is this up to me?" constantly. Evening, 5 minutes. Complete the evening audit. Practice gratitude. Set tomorrow's intention. Weekly, 1 longer death meditation session. Review your progress. Connect with your community. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Each time you choose Stoic wisdom over anxious reaction, you're rewiring your brain. The person who stays calm in chaos isn't born different. They've just practiced these principles until they became automatic. If you're ready to transform your relationship with anxiety, subscribe to this channel for more ancient wisdom that actually works in modern life. Your future self will thank you. Marcus Aurelius faced plagues, wars, and betrayals, yet found peace. Seneca navigated political intrigue and personal loss with wisdom. Epictetus transformed from slave to sage. Their secret wasn't special circumstances. It was daily practice of these principles. Your anxiety doesn't define you. Your response to it does. And now you have the 2,000-year-old blueprint to respond like a sage. The Stoics are waiting to welcome you into their ranks. The only question is, will you join them?